Okay, so what we're going to be talking about now are the items on the left-hand column. As you can see, we have three columns within Parelli Central's blog. We have the left-hand column, we have the center column right here, this area where the content is, and then we have the right column on this side with the nice little pictures and the translator and email updates. Let's go ahead and talk about the left-hand column first. First off, you're going to see all of our latest posts. Now, it has a little RSS feed icon on it. Again, going back to this up here, they both do the exact same thing. So keep that in mind. But the other thing about this side is that it's going to show you the last 4 posts. Obviously, you can see Living My Dream, My Life as a Parelli Instructor. If I scroll down a bit, there we are. That is the previous one that was posted. Let's go down a little bit further and see. Looks like Molly wrote Fast Track Coach Reflections, Positive, Progressive, and Natural. Let's go back up and see if that one is on the list. Again, we see that it is in order, in line of what was posted first to last. As you can tell, the newest one that's on the top isn't reflected over here. That's because it's still on the home page. It's still on the top of the home page and the newest. So it by default, it just assumes that you already see that first before any of the other latest posts. So that's how to use that portion right there, and you can easily just jump over to it by clicking on one of them, and you're there. Go ahead and click the back button and head back to the home page. I'm going to scroll down, and we're going to look at category navigation. Now, right now, we have a lot of different categories, and there's a couple of things that are going to be changing with this very shortly. Very, very, very soon, they are going to turn into images instead of text. What's going to happen is you're going to see employees as a category, guests as a category, announcements, events, fun, all the way down the line. What I'm going to be doing is, if you click the employees button, it's going to give you a list of all the employees. Laura Aiken, Neil Pye, myself included, and you don't see my name up here because I have not written a blog yet. You will see it pop up here when this blog goes live. So anyways, this is going to be changing, but you can basically click on any of these. Like I'll click on Laura Aiken right now, and it will take you to all this far. So let's go ahead and go back. Keep in mind, these are going to be changing to images very soon. Clickable button images that look as pretty as the ones on the right-hand side over here. Last but not least on this column, we have an RSS feed of Linda Parelli's recent posts. As a lot of you know, Linda Parelli has her own blog. It's called linda.parellinaturalhorsetraining.com. Also called linda.parelli.com. Can lead you there as well. And it's going to show, as like the ones above, the newest posts from her. It's going to show the 3 recent ones. If we go ahead and click on this, it's going to take us to her default page, her default home page. If I click the back button, go back to Parelli Central blog, and click on, let's say, another Allure breakthrough. It's going to take me directly to that post. So as you can see, there's a lot of really, really awesome features on the left-hand column. That's great. And one last thing I'd like to go over is the search blogs. You can type in anything from Parelli, press the Enter key, and it's going to bring up all the blogs that have anything to do with the word Parelli inside it. As you can see, you might want to narrow that down, find a really good article, and you know a little bit of words on them, and you can narrow it down and find the one that you need right away instead of having to dig in through a lot. But that's the search icon there for you. Let's go back to the home page. Now again, the second column, the center column that I'm hovering over right now, is pretty self-explanatory. It shows all the latest blogs from the newest to the oldest. As you scroll down, you'll be able to see older postings, and then it narrows it down into sub-postings like this, where you can view even new postings. And from here, if we scroll back up, I'll just briefly give you an overview of what I see here. The thing you're going to see is the title, and the title is clickable. You can click it to go directly to the page where you can also see comments that are posted as well. You can see Laura wrote a comment. You can see Carmen Smith wrote a comment as well. And you can then write a comment. I'm logged in as Roger Sanchez, so it's more than likely you'll have to log in to comment. And I think it's pretty simple as just entering your first, last name, and email address, or possibly just email address, but then you press submit. And keep in mind that you're limited to 1,600 characters. If you go over 1,600 characters, which I hope you don't do, because it'll truncate everything, meaning it's going to condense it, take out words that it thinks it either doesn't need, or just cut it off and make the whole 1,600 plus paragraph or paragraphs make probably somewhat no sense. So again, try to keep it as brief as possible. I hope 1,600 words is enough. Usually it is, and you're good to go from there. So let's go ahead and go back up. Press the back button. Again, clicking over the image will take you directly to that page with all the comments and her blog post. Right here you'll see by Jenny and the date that it was posted, June 30th, 2010. However, you will not see the edit button. I only see that on my end because I am an administrator, so you will not be seeing that at all. And then you'll see a little icon of Jenny and her horse there, and her story. Scroll down. You get to see a share feature right here, and we're going to get into this a little bit later because it's pretty exciting what that can do for you there. Scrolling all the way down. At the very bottom, you see our footer with our Parelli information, as well as links to other Parelli-related sites. Now, we're going to get into that a little later as well because that's a lot to cover. Going back to the top, let's go ahead and focus on the right-hand column. Again, as we discussed earlier, this is your email updates. You're able to click on that anytime you want to adjust your settings. If you're receiving like literally 1 or 2 emails a month, and you're like, I know you guys update Parelli Central blog a lot more than just once or twice a month. Go into your profile and see the settings and make sure that that they are the way that you want them, and you check mark the ones that you want. Sometimes some people, like myself, I might only be posting once a month. So if you only subscribe to me, you'll only be receiving an email once a month, if that. So mind. Or if you want to subscribe to everybody, or if you notice that you're getting a lot of emails, you might want to slim down some of the emails that you get just to keep up. Just below that, we have our translator with our flags. Again, you click on those and it changes the text from English to whatever language you choose. And further on down, we have some really cool images that when you hover over, you can see that it's going to either give you more information about levels packages, about our horse training kits as well, and so on and so forth. These are going to be changing on a consistent basis. We'll probably even put some event information right there just to keep you up to date if this is going to be the regular place that you hang out. We don't want to keep you out of the loop. We want to keep you in the loop as much as possible. So constantly, hover over these and click on them and see where they take you, and go from there. In a nutshell are the 3 columns. Column left over here, the center column, and the right column. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I hope it was very easy for you to understand all the tools within the center columns there. Thank you for listening.